those allow you to do a couple of different things. They're user programmable. So usually what I do is I program them and then I take a piece of tape and lay it down there so I know what I programmed them to do. You go into setup, hit soft keys, hit the key you want to change, and you can, like, we can do a mute group. And what a mute group is it if I assign everything to a mute group, say I assign everything to mute group 1, I can, we'll put, that soft key is already set to mute group 1. So what I can now do is go to audio. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I set my mute groups. There it is. So I can mix that. Oh, I can do it per channel actually. So each one. So I can select and hit. So now I just selected 3 channels to be in mute group 1. I hit that, and now they're all muted based on 1 button push instead of 3 button pushes. And then I can unmute them, and I could do that for all of them. So I can set 1 mute group that mutes them all, and I forget how many mute groups there are in this. I think, oh, there's 4. So you could put some channels into multiple mute groups. So you could have like mute group 1 mute the entire board. You could have mute group 2 just mute vocals. You could have mute group 3 just mute music. You know, whatever you want to do. And then you can assign a key, one of these keys to do it for you. Other thing you can do, I was telling you about a tap delay where you have a button and you tap it to the beat of the music so that the echoes fall on the beat of the music. You can assign one of these buttons to be the tap button, so you don't have to go in and do it on the touch screen. You just assign a button to do it. Once again, that's all from the setup soft keys. Oops, setup, control, soft keys, and you've got 10 soft keys. There's also an audio player in this, so you can put all your music cues onto a flash drive, plug them in here, and when you do that, first you have to pick a channel, and this is where you would do it in the custom layer. So, or you can do it from anywhere. Say you're not using microphone 1, and you want channel 1 to be your music player. Oops, processing. So you notice on channel 1 here, up here we've got this USB button. I just turned channel 1 is now listening to the USB instead of microphone input. And so I can plug in my USB drive in there, and then I can, once I've got that plugged in, go to setup, USB, wait, where is it? Here it is. Actually, it's on home, Q drive, and I've got my player right here. And so you can have it play continuous or 1 track at a time. And so what I do is I plug it in and I have it play 1 track at a time, and I assign a soft key for my play button. And so, oh, it's that part in the play where I need to knock on the door, hit the button, knocks on the door, cues up the next item, and I've just got it buried so I don't ever have to do anything. And then I can hit that again, so I have all my sound cues just right there built in on a USB.
Can you imagine doing Angels My Father Sent and had this?
No, we wouldn't have had disaster before show.
Yeah, and then the other thing you could do if you've got somebody else who's running sound cue, you know, you got one person who's mixing the mics and one person who's running sound cues, they can just sit here next to you can just assign the lower button to them, and they can read the script and hit it.
No,
and
We need that for Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do all kinds of stuff like that. Another feature you have is if you plug in an empty USB drive, you can record automatically to it up to 2 tracks. If you plug in a USB hard drive, you can record all 24 tracks individually. So when you plug in a USB thumb drive, it records the stereo output. When you plug in a USB hard drive, it records all 24 tracks individually. And if you plug in a computer USB, you have audio software on your computer. This now becomes what's called a digital audio workstation, and it streams the audio to your computer, and you can live mix the digital recording onto the computer. So you can do all kinds of fun stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, all from that USB drive.
That's a different animal.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff, and like I said, so just in the whatever hour and a half I've been talking to you, I've scratched the surface of what this board can do. I mean, there's just so much possibility and everything, and like I said, that user's manual, if you got an iPad or whatever, I can give you. It is set up on this. It is a hidden network. If somebody wants to write down the information, I will give it to you. There is a iPhone app, iPad. There's iPhone and iPad app, and the network is